Title: Microsoft just released Windows 11 KB5068516 and KB5067040. Major setup and recovery updates you need to know about. Description: 150 words. Microsoft has officially rolled out two powerful updates: Windows 11 KB5068516 and KB5067040. They're transforming how the operating system handles setup and recovery. These dynamic updates enhance Windows setup binaries and the Windows recovery environment WinRE, ensuring faster, safer, and more reliable installations and repairs for Windows 11 versions 24H2, 25H2, and Windows Server 2025. In this video, we'll break down exactly what these updates do, how they improve installation stability, and why they're crucial for IT professionals and everyday users alike. From preserving language packs and features during upgrades to boosting system recovery reliability, Microsoft's latest updates are shaping the foundation for future Windows experiences. Stay tuned until the end for our recommendation on how to handle these updates. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay connected to TechVerse, your ultimate destination for everything tech and Windows related. Hashtags: Hashtag Windows 11, hashtag Microsoft Update, hashtag Windows 11 Update, hashtag Tech News, hashtag Windows 11 Tips, hashtag Windows 25H2, hashtag Windows 24H2, hashtag Windows Server 2025, hashtag TechVerse, hashtag Windows Setup, hashtag Windows Recovery, hashtag Microsoft. Script: 1,500 words in one engaging paragraph for voiceover. Microsoft has once again dropped a major wave of behind-the-scenes updates for Windows 11, and this time, it's all about improving the very foundation of how the operating system installs and recovers itself. Earlier this past week, the company released two critical non-security optional updates, KB5068516 and KB5067040. They're designed to enhance both the setup process and the Windows recovery environment, also known as WinRE. Alongside these, Microsoft also pushed out an out-of-box experience update under KB5070349, making this one of the most comprehensive system-level improvement batches we've seen for Windows 11 in months. Now, before we dive deep, let's make one thing clear. These updates might not look flashy on the surface, but they are crucial. They redefine how Windows installs, repairs, and maintains itself under the hood, making your PC experience smoother, faster, and more reliable, whether you're upgrading or recovering from a system issue. Let's start with what these updates actually do. Dynamic updates like KB5068516 and KB5067040 are special update packages that improve two major areas: the Windows setup binaries and the SafeOS component of the Windows recovery environment. In simpler terms, when you install or upgrade to a new version of Windows, the setup process depends on a collection of files known as setup binaries. These handle everything from checking compatibility to transferring your data. With KB5068516, Microsoft has refined this process, ensuring smoother installations and fewer setup-related errors when upgrading to Windows 11 version 24H2 or 25H2, as well as Windows Server 2025. This update essentially patches and optimizes the very tools that Windows uses to install itself, meaning cleaner transitions, faster setup times, and better compatibility across hardware configurations. Now, moving to KB5067040. This one focuses on what's known as a SafeOS Dynamic Update, which directly impacts the Windows recovery environment or WinRE. For those unfamiliar, WinRE is that hidden recovery system that helps you repair or restore Windows when something goes wrong, like when your system refuses to boot or when you need to reset Windows without wiping your files. With this update, Microsoft has made significant improvements to stability and reliability of WinRE, ensuring that recovery operations are more resilient and less prone to failure. This is especially crucial for enterprise users or IT professionals who rely on recovery tools for maintenance and system restoration across multiple machines. Both updates were officially released on October 28, 2025, and apply exclusively to the latest Windows 11 versions, 24H2 and 25H2, as well as Windows Server 2025. Older versions did not receive these patches, signaling Microsoft's gradual phase out of legacy support in favor of a unified, optimized Windows ecosystem. The official changelog for KB5068516 states that it makes improvements to Windows setup binaries or any files that setup uses for feature updates in Windows 11 version 24H2, version 25H2, and Windows Server 2025. In simpler words, it refines how the operating system installs its future feature updates, making them more stable and efficient. Meanwhile, KB5067040's changelog confirms that it makes improvements to the Windows recovery environment WinRE across the same platforms. The cool thing here is that these dynamic updates work in tandem. The setup update ensures your installation process runs smoothly, while the SafeOS update ensures you can always recover your system efficiently in case something goes wrong later. What's also interesting is how Microsoft is distributing these updates. According to their documentation, both KB5068516 and KB5067040 will be automatically downloaded and installed to the standard Windows Update channel if your PC is eligible. This means you don't have to manually search for them. They'll be integrated into your next upgrade or installation automatically. However, for system administrators, advanced users, or enthusiasts who prefer a more hands-on approach, both updates are also available for manual download via Microsoft's Update Catalog website. You can look up KB5068516 and KB5067040 directly, download the standalone packages, and integrate them into your installation media or deployment workflow. This is especially beneficial for IT admins managing large-scale installations across offices or data centers, as it allows them to pre-apply these updates to Windows images before deployment. And that's actually one of the biggest advantages of dynamic updates. They're designed to be integrated before the OS is even installed. Think of it like patching the installer itself. These updates modify and improve the installation media, the setup executable, SafeOS files, and other core components, ensuring that when you install or upgrade Windows, you're already using the most stable, updated version of the setup environment. This not only reduces installation errors, but also preserves critical system components like language packs, LPs, and features on demand FODs that users often lose during upgrades. For example, VB script, which used to be a default component, is now treated as a feature on demand in Windows 11 24H2, meaning it can be removed or added dynamically. Thanks to these new updates, such optional features remain intact even after major upgrades. This is a huge win for users who rely on localized content, developer tools, or region-specific language packs that previously required reinstallation after each system update. Moreover, these dynamic updates help prevent issues where certain features or drivers fail to carry over between builds, ensuring that system upgrades feel more like smooth transitions rather than disruptive reinstallations. Microsoft's focus on setup and recovery updates like these also indicates the company's commitment to stability. Windows 11's major versions, 24H2 and 25H2, share a common codebase with Windows Server 2025, meaning improvements made to one directly benefit the other. This creates a unified Windows experience across consumer and enterprise environments, strengthening compatibility and performance consistency. Another noteworthy point is the timing of this rollout. Just days before these updates were released, Microsoft also pushed the out-of-box experience, OOB, Update KB5070349, which improved how Windows handles post-installation setup. Together, these three updates, Setup KB5068516, Recovery KB5067040, and OOB KB5070349, form a complete end-to-end optimization package covering installation, recovery, and initial configuration. It's clear Microsoft is setting the stage for the next generation of Windows deployment where the OS can self-heal, self-update, and self-optimize from the moment it's installed. For most users, these updates will work quietly in the background, ensuring that when you upgrade or reset your system, everything just works. But for IT professionals and advanced users, the improvements could translate to fewer deployment issues, faster installation times, and greater reliability during system recovery. It's also a reminder of how much effort Microsoft invests into refining what many of us never even see, the core mechanisms that make Windows installation seamless and dependable. So, should you care about these updates? Absolutely. Even if you never manually interact with them, these updates directly affect the integrity and stability of your Windows experience. If you're planning to upgrade to Windows 11 24H2 or 25H2 soon, or you manage multiple systems, it's worth ensuring your setup media is updated with the latest dynamic updates. That way, your installation or upgrade process benefits from all the latest patches and improvements right from the start. In conclusion, Microsoft's new KB5068516 and KB5067040 updates mark a significant step toward making Windows smarter, safer, and more resilient at its core. By enhancing both setup and recovery, Microsoft is eliminating some of the most common pain points users face: failed upgrades, recovery errors, and lost features during installation. So the next time your system installs an update or runs setup, remember, a lot of hard work goes into making that process seamless, and these updates are a big part of it. And with that, we wrap up today's deep dive. If you enjoyed this detailed breakdown and want to stay ahead of every major Windows update, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest in tech innovation. For more insights, detailed tech news, and unbiased coverage of everything happening in the world of Windows, hardware, and AI, stay tuned to TechVerse, where technology meets clarity and simplicity.